Believe it or not, the Beach Boys never won a Grammy. They were only nominated for 4 times. And I say that because you think about their impact. You think about the songs. Pet Sounds is one of the greatest albums ever. They, to some people, were better than the Beatles. You can make a case musically. Brian Wilson was incredible talent. Brian Wilson was like a combination of what the Beatles did and George Martin, the producer. And those harmonies that they did, you know, obviously they jacked some stuff off of Chuck Berry and they had to pay out of that. But when you get God Only Knows and when some of the other songs that they did, the songs were so catchy. They represent the West Coast. You could actually, it's amazing that, imagine if Dr. Dre had used some of the stylings that he uses as a producer and did something with the Beach Boys. That would have been interesting. You take the best of both worlds, the best of the same state, different eras, and give somebody an idea. But when you think about it, it's like it's amazing that they never won. I mean, they have like 15, 20 songs that everybody knows. They've been featured in films. They've had crazy impact. How do they not win? You know. And one thing about the Beach Boys is that you don't mistake them for anyone else. They didn't sound like anybody. As a matter of fact, I can make the case they don't really even sound like other bands that came out of California because they had such a distinctive style and tone and feel. And like I said before, one of the things that always hit me about the Beach Boys um, was their harmonies, jaw dropping like that barbershop quartet thing. That thing where you sit there and you like, wow, that sounds good. So I mean, when you learn these things about some of the people that you hold in regard and you think of this and you think of that, it's like, wow, that really meant something that they really, that they just to show you that the awards are overrated and they fake and they fix and what have you. Because you're thinking about one of the most important bands, family acts ever, you know. And you think about all the songs that have been soundtracks for a lot of people's lives. I mean, you can take a lot of them songs, Good Vibrations, you know, and you just think about how the layers of styling and everything was with them. I remember reading a great article in Musician Magazine, and one of the writers years ago was going about Brian Wilson's and the arrangements, and I just was like, yeah, I mean, you would think that that would meant awards and dominance, and it doesn't always equate to that. And again, there's so much politics, there's so much that goes on, so it's really intriguing to read that. But again, make no mistake about it, one of the baddest bands ever, one of the most important, intriguing acts ever. And it just hasn't meant that, for there's so many layers to what you gotta do, how it's gotta be done within the business, the context. But make no mistake about it, just incredible songs that have endured, have been covered, and we're talking 60 years later, and Beach Boys, it ain't gone nowhere. They truly been one of the most important musical acts. The sad part is no Grammy. They did, I think, a Lifetime Award, but can you imagine it? And then you get some of these lesser acts that come along and get like 30 awards and they come up making up stuff. So anyway, but you tell me what you think about that, because I'm doing a series on artists who have not won a Grammy. And the Beach Boys is my latest. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership, because when you do requests like this come true, stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out. Peace.